what did you do other than just being yourself based upon the age, perhaps a lack of experience in the dressing room? Because I have heard that it was pivotal in the way that you changed the dynamic, maybe significantly, maybe slightly. What can you share about that?
Well, I think one of the things that I do is I treat everybody the same. And we had these young stars, and we had some veteran guys, but you treat everybody the same, and I think that was a big part of it. I could bust Hal Gill's chops as easily as I could bust Sydney's chops or Gino or I was an older guy, and I've always just been kind of a guy that I say what's on my mind, and I think that was kind of refreshing for the room. I had the ability to, I guess, not call guys out, but just talk to guys and call it how I saw it, and I wasn't intimidated by anybody or afraid to just talk to people. And through that, Sid and I created, we created a really good relationship, and we always laugh. We had our blow ups, but they were honest, and we were comfortable with each other doing that. And there are also times where, it was just kind of like, hey, we got to calm each other down, or I could help Sid when he was getting frustrated or emotional. I could just kind of give him a pat on the back and say, hey, buddy, let's reel it in. And he would do the same for me. And, in turn, like with him, with me, I was a veteran guy. I could manage my way through a practice, and get what I needed. But that wasn't part of Sid's, that's not in his DNA. So every time I stepped on the ice for practice, he was holding my hand to the fire. It's like, no cutting corners here. We're doing it the right way, Billy. We got to move. Come on, let's skate. Let's go. So he got me to another level. So I just thought we were really good for each other. And then just the other guys we just had some really solid guys, Hal Gill, Rob Scuderi, Mark Eaton, Max Talbot, Pascal Dupuis, Craig Adams, Chris Kunitz, just solid guys. There was no BS. Jordan Stahl. I mean, it doesn't get much better. I was sitting on the plane one day, and I think Jordan was 20. And Hal Gill and I were sitting together, and he looked over at Jordan. He pointed at him. He goes, "You see that kid over there?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "That kid's a man." He goes, "That kid just gets it." And when you say somebody just gets it like that, you know what it is. And I'd started paying more attention to Jordan, and it's like, oh, this guy's way more mature than I. And it was just a really special group of youngers I was lucky enough to be around.